Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet my Lotus Flower Blanket. It's a circle blanket which is made using specifically designed for the whirl, or indeed the R Tribe yarns. I've actually got one that I've started in R Tribe that I'll show you in a second. I personally think it works best with a whirl. That long gradient throughout the 1,000 meters, yes, 1,000 meters of yarn. It's tiny. You think it's going to be a huge ball, but it's so tiny. Look, it fits in the palm of my hand. It's adorable, but there is so much yarn. My blanket is a good, decent size for a baby or for a lap blanket. This one used practically the entire ball of the whirl. I started it from the outside and worked my way in because I wanted it to look like a lotus flower with the leaves and then the water on the outside. I'll pop a couple of photographs of this blanket in for you so you can actually see it in its entirety, because it's near impossible to get it all in shot all at once. This circle blanket I've been quietly working on for about 6 weeks now. I really wanted the challenge of doing something new. I've never done a circle blanket before. And when I asked online in a forum, like a Facebook group, why I didn't really see circle blankets around, a lot of people said because often they don't lie flat and people have problems with them ruffling or just too many stitches and just not lying flat. So I quite enjoy a challenge, and I think I've cracked it with this one. As you can see, it lies flat. You can keep going with it. This is a great size for a baby, like I say, but you can, I've got this secondary whirl. I haven't actually weaved in my end. Where is my end? It's over here somewhere. I haven't weaved in my end because I'm half tempted to join this whirl, working from the inside out again to get it bigger. But it's perfect as it is. I have designed it for the whirl. It works best with the whirl. It really shows off the gradient beautifully. It works really lovely in the R Tribe as well. I struggled to find crochet patterns for the R Tribe, which is what kickstarted this really. And I've got one that I'm working on at the moment. I don't know if you can see this. It's really pretty. Let me move this one out of the way. It's really pretty. This shade is Miss Neris. It's really pretty. It's like a unicorn in a ball, and it is so unbelievably soft. It is also an unbelievable nightmare to try and frog it, which is why I initially was going to use this yarn for this video. But if I've got to undo stitches, it's forget it. So I just thought I will just make one for myself, and I wanted you to be able to see how pretty it is in the my tribe, R Tribe. I keep calling it my tribe. I have no idea why. I wonder if maybe the whole thing should just be rebranded my tribe, especially for me. So for both of these yarns, both of these blankets, because I wanted it to have nice drape, I've gone larger than the suggested hook size. So I have used, for using both of these yarns for this blanket, I have used a 4.5 mil hook. So I think the suggested size is a 3.5 to 4, yeah, and I think the same as on the Tribe. Oh no, even smaller for that one, but I'm a rebel and I used a 4.5 mil for both. Why won't my camera focus? Hello? Well, yeah, there you go, 4.5 for both of these yarns. Now, for the purposes of this video, because it's fine yarn, I didn't want you to be squinting at the screen trying to see what I'm doing. So I'm actually, for the tutorial itself, or the sort of crochet along pattern, I'm actually using Karen Simply Soft and a 6 mil hook. Again, I've gone bigger than the suggested hook size. It says do a 5, but I wanted it to be nice and drapey, so I'm using a 6 mil. So for the purposes of the video, this is what I've used. But if you are making one yourself, I just use a whirl. It's crazy not to use a whirl. Look how beautiful the whirl is. Oh, so pretty. So that is more than enough ramblings and squishing of yarns from me. I will crack on and show you how I make this. I've split the video so that you've got the first 10 rounds, which are the setup rounds, on this video here. And then there's another video which takes you up to round 23, I believe. So I can show you how you increase. I can explain the staggered increases, all that jazz. I ramble in a different video, which is just a continuation of this one. As always, my written pattern is on the blog. I've linked to it here. And I got both the Whirl and the R-Tribe from Snufflebean Yarn, my #1 yarn enabler. She's got, so many different choices of whirl. I currently own, I think, 5 different whirls, and I've got a couple of other sneaky little patterns that I'm working on in the background for use with whirls. But for now, I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I hope I make sense. And more importantly, I hope you make a lotus flower blanket of your own, because it's so pretty and it's so nice to have something a little bit unusual in a circle. So that's it from me. On to the crochet. Starting with a magic ring, you are going to chain 3. And this chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. Then you are going to put 11 double crochets into this magic ring. So you'll end up with 12 stitches in total. Remember, this chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. So pop 11 more into the ring. Make sure you double check your stitch count so that you have 12 stitches including that first chain 3. So once you're happy you've got all 12, pull your magic ring closed. Don't need to worry about pulling it too tight just yet. And then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of your first chain 3, which is here. So join with a slip stitch. Try and catch 2 loops if you can. Doesn't matter if you can't, it's a little bit fiddly. And to slip stitch, you just yarn over and pull through the stitch and through the loop on your hook. Then you can go ahead and pull that a bit tighter so it's closed. Chain 3, which again, and throughout this entire pattern, it counts as a stitch. So every chain 3 at the beginning of the round is essentially a double crochet. And then you're going to pop another double crochet into the same place where you just joined from the last round. So right back into that same place. Like so. And then you're going to put 2 double crochets into every single stitch around. So you will end up with 24 double crochets. Remember to count your stitches before you join at the end. So you're going to pop 2 double crochets to the next stitch, two double crochets to your next stitch, and keep going all the way around till you end back here. When you get towards the end here, make sure you count your stitches because you want to end with 24. So do a quick little count. I should have 22, but let's see. Two, 23 and 24 go in this stitch here, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of your first chain 3, which is here. Remember, try and catch both loops if you can. Doesn't matter if you can't, it just gives a slightly nicer finish. Oops, I got too many loops in. So you should have 24 stitches for round 2. For round 3, you are going to chain 4, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. So first 3 is a double crochet, then a chain 1. And pop a double crochet into your next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and you're going to do this all the way around, a double crochet in every double crochet with a chain 1 in between. So keep going and I will meet you back on the other side. When you reach the end of the round, you should have 24 double crochets and 24 chain 1 spaces. So just double check you've got the right amount of stitches. And then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of that initial chain 4 you did, because don't forget the first 3 chains are the double crochet and that 4th chain was the chain 1 space. So find your chain, so it's 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And that is the end of round 3. For round 4, you're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. So your chain 3s do count as a stitch, but the chain 1 does not. So you're going to put a single crochet in that same space where you just chained from, where you joined. And then into the top of this next double crochet, you are going to put a double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, and another double crochet, all into that same stitch. Double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. Into the next stitch, single crochet. Into the next stitch. So you're ignoring your chain one spaces, just working into the top of your double crochets. Double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. Single crochet into the next one. Then again, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, all into the next stitch. Single crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that all the way around into the top of your double crochets. Double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet to this one, single crochet, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, single crochet, all the way around. Feel free to pause the video whilst you do your little stitches, and I shall meet you back round over on this side. So as you reach the end of the round, instead of ending on a single crochet, you're instead going to join with a slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet that you did. So you'll have, I'll show you before I join, these little sort of petal shapes all the way around with single crochets in between. So you're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of your first single crochet that you did. So for round 5, you're going to chain 5, which counts as a double crochet and chain 2. So you've got your 3 chains for your double crochet and chain 2. Then you're going to pop your double crochet into the same place where you just slip stitched. Chain 1. And you're going to pop a single crochet into the top of the middle double crochet of your little petal from the round below. So the round below you did 3 double crochets with your chain 1 spaces. You're going to pop a single crochet into that middle one there, just right in top. Chain 1, and then into the top of your single crochet from the round below here, we're going to pop in a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet, all into the same place. chain 1, single crochet into that second double crochet from the round below, or the middle of the petal, however you want to describe it. Chain 1, then into the top of the single crochet, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all into the same stitch. Chain 1, single crochet into the middle of the petal, chain 1, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the single crochet from the round below. Chain 1, single crochet into the top of the second double crochet from the round below, chain 1. Continue the pattern, I'll write it here for you. Continue that all the way round, and I shall meet you back here when you get towards the end. So keep going into the top of your single crochet. It's where you put your double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and chain 1 either side of it, and you pop the single crochet into that second stitch of your group of 3 from the row below. So keep going. Feel free to pause this video whilst you make your way around, and I shall meet you back here in just a moment. So I'm back to the beginning again. I just have to put in my last single crochet here. And then I'm going to chain 1, and you're going to slip stitch to the third chain of your first chain 5. So it's just here, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to that third chain. Oh, it's getting a bit too big to be seen on camera, but you will have a round of sort of V-stitch spaces and single crochet, V-stitch, single crochet, like so. Make it a bit easier for you to see them. And that is the end of row 5. For row 6, you're going to just slip stitch into this space here, just a little slip stitch. So you're starting in the middle of this chain 2 space. Chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and pop 2 more double crochets to the same space. Into the top of your single crochet from the round below. So you've got your single crochets, your V-stitches, like the little chain 2 spaces here. Pop a single crochet into the top of the single crochet from the round below, and then into this chain 2 space here in between your double crochets. In the chain 2 space, pop 5 double crochets. Single crochet into the single crochet stitch from the round below, 5 double crochet into your chain 2 space. single crochet into your single crochet, 5 double crochet to your chain 2 space. And keep going all the way around, single crochet in your single crochet from the round below, 5 double crochet into the chain 2 space, single crochet, 5 double crochet, single crochet, 5 double crochet, all the way around, and I shall meet you back on this side. So this is my last single crochet, and you end the round. So you've got all your sort of petals all the way around. You end the round with 2 more double crochets right into the place where you first chained from, that very first chain 2 space. Pop 2 double crochets, and then you're going to join to the top of your initial chain 3. Join with a slip stitch. As always, try and get through 2 loops if you can. You don't have to, it just gives a slightly neater finish. And that is the end. I can't really fit it all in now. That's the end of round 6. But you'll see you've got some clearly defined petals coming. Shells, petals. I call them petals for the pattern, just for the sake of, because they're like petal shaped. Oops. That was close. But now you're ready to start round 7. So round 7, chain 1 and pop a single crochet into the same place that you just chained from. And now you're going to chain 2 and into the top of the single crochet from the row below. You're going to put double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, all into the same place. Chain 2, and you're going to pop a single crochet into the middle, so that'll be your 3rd double crochet in that petal of 5 from the row below. So 1, 2, 3, pop a single crochet, chain 2 into the single crochet stitch from the row below, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, all into the same space stitch. Chain 2, single crochet into the 3rd double crochet of your group of 5, chain 2, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the single crochet stitch from the row below, chain 2, single crochet to that 3rd double crochet from the round below. So keep going in that fashion all the way around. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all the way around, and I shall meet you when I'm back over on this side. So I'm just finishing up my round, and instead of a single crochet, because you're right back round to the beginning again, you're going to substitute that last single crochet for a slip stitch to the beginning of the round instead. So as my blanket grows bigger, it's the only trouble with using larger yarn, so you can see what I'm doing. It means that I can't really fit it all in shot. But you'll see you're getting more and more defined V-stitch areas in between. Lift it up so you can see. There you go. So you can see your V-stitch areas. And that was the end of row 7. And now let's begin row 8. Chain 1 and pop a single crochet to the same stitch where you just came from. And then into your chain 3 space, you are going to put 7 double crochets. And pop a single crochet in the top of the single crochet from the round below. Then into the next chain 3 space, so in between your double crochets, not here, in here, 7 double crochet. Single crochet into the top of the single crochet, and then continue round, 7 double crochet into your chain 3 space, single crochet into the top of the single crochet, 7 double crochet, single crochet, 7 double crochet, single crochet. Do that all the way round, and I shall meet you back here. So when you've reached the end of your round, you end on your 7 double crochet, join with a slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet, because obviously there's no room to, the single crochet is already there. So you're just substituting the last single crochet for a slip stitch join. And I just thought I'd show you, in case you're doing this and you're starting to panic that it's curling, you can see that the edges are lifting up, but that's fine, just smooth them out and they will sit down perfectly flat. There you go, totally flat. So as you're working them, they tend to sit up like that, but if you give them a smooth, then they lie down and they behave. So you've got nice petals forming, getting larger, as you're expanding out. It's all still part of the setup rows for your blanket. So for row 9, you're going to chain 6, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 3. Then pop a double crochet into the same stitch where you've just come from. Chain 3. And then you're going to pop a single crochet into the 4th double crochet of those 7 that you did. So that's right at the very top in the middle. So into the 4th double crochet, chain 3, and pop a V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, all into that single crochet from the round below. Chain 3, single crochet into the 4th double crochet from the round below, chain 3, V-stitch into that single crochet from the round below. Chain 3, single crochet into your 4th double crochet from the row below, chain 3, V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 3, double crochet all into that single crochet in the row below, chain 3, single crochet into the 4th double crochet of your petal below, and keep going all the way around, chain 3, V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, V-stitch, chain 3, single crochet, all the way around, and I shall meet you back on the other side. So when you reach the end here, you're going to chain 3 as you have been, and you're going to join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your initial chain 6. So you can count up, so 1, 2, 3. You're going to do a slip stitch into that 3rd chain. And that is the end of row 9. Just pull out my V-stitches so you can see them a bit more clearly. So row 10 is the final row of the sort of initial 10 row setup. So you're going to slip stitch into your chain 3 space here. You're going to chain 3, which counts as double crochet, and pop 4 double crochets into the same space. Then single crochet into the top of your single crochet, and then into the chain 3 space of your V-stitch here, 9 double crochet. Single crochet into the top of the single crochet, 9 double crochet into your chain 3 space of your V-stitch, single crochet into the single crochet from the row below, and you're going to continue around till you get back over here. 9 double crochet into the chain 3 space of your V-stitch, single crochet, 9 double crochet, single crochet, 9 double crochet, all the way around, and I'll meet you back over here. So to finish your round, you're going to end with 4 double crochets into your initial chain 3 space. And then join with a slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Smooth out your petals, just get them to lie flat. There we go. The others are all behaving themselves. And that was the initial 10 rows for setting up your lotus flower blanket. I'm going to leave this video at this for now, because otherwise we'd just be having a 3-day long video. So I'm splitting it up a little bit. So now you've done your 10 rows. For the next video, I'm going to show you how to increase your rows and how to grow your blanket. So that was the first 10 rows. Click here-ish, here, to watch the next video on how to progress your blanket. See you in a moment over there.